Good morning, everyone. Yes, I'm early. So it turns out that today what I was doing was a 7:30 start for the reading. I knew it was going to be earlier than usual because of the fact I'm doing a volunteering day today. So on Mondays. So Mondays will be earlier. We've got the cards ready for the reading. So let's move into it. And here we go. There we go. Just had to look at my card, look at my keyboard. Weird, wasn't it? So the deck that I'm using this morning is the Gilded Reverie Lenormand, the usual one that I've been using for a long time. I still love them. So wonderful deck for the weekdays. Ciro Marchetti's the artist, and I'm using the expanded edition, not condition, the expanded edition. Right. What we've got in our spread is the... Good morning, Danette. Wonderful to see you here. I wasn't expecting too many to be showing up this early, so wonderful to see you. We've got the usual spread of the workspace here where the bridges are. We've got the tree in the home space with the birds, our birds, up in the unexpected, the heart in the your role, and we've got the beautiful dog in the outcome. Bridges, as far as the workspace goes, what I like about the Lenormand deck is it can be just so self-explanatory with some of the symbolism as well as what it means. In a workspace, it's crossing bridges. It's moving from one side to the other. It's making the decisions. So through the day-to-day, you're going to need to be making some form of decision, probably better to actually be sooner than later with those decisions. So do have that mindset ready to make decisions if that's in your, if you're in that workspace today and needing to have that responsibility of being the person making decisions. Make sure you're doing it with definition, clarity, and getting things moving. Probably especially, like, it just makes it so much harder sometimes if you leave things until later. Do them now. Make those decisions now. We're moving over into the home space, and we've got the Tree of Life. Now, Tree of Life is back to the deep roots of ancestry and all that we have that brings us to being here. But it's also grounding ourselves really firmly in what is our path, our journey in our life this time with the people. Good morning, Sarah. Lovely to see you here this morning. As I mentioned, I was coming on earlier this morning, so lovely to have you joining us. So do remember to sometimes through the day, put your feet on the ground, ground yourself, connect in with all those who've come before you in your family tree and how productive that has been to be where you are now, learning what you're learning, the path that you're treading, what you're able to contribute then to the next generation. Keep in mind that what we are in families is loving people in relationships. Even if at times we don't always feel that love, and I know there in any family there can be estrangements and all of that, but that's what makes up the part all those roots reaching out and reaching deep, all those branches reaching up and reaching wide. And sometimes they fall off the tree, all of that type of thing. It still makes us family. It's something that we don't really want to change, because that's not what our role is to change all of that. It is to love and work within what we're learning and how we're being us within that, in those family relationships, in that home space. Okay, so that symbol of the Kabbalah as the tree of life is very, very special too. I don't have time to go into all of that, but write on your rainbow of possibilities what is within your family and your home space. Allow and explore even. Nurture as well. Nurture just popped into my head then. So, as an unexpected, we've actually got the wise card of the birds, the communication that we can share with others in the wise way, because that's what the owls are for. The usual card is more about being wary and aware of gossip happening around us. This one is more about using our words wisely, communicating so that we are listening more than speaking, that we can actually observe, be the witness more than being in that communication. If you take notice of how owls behave in trees, they're very silent until they need to just say that woohoo type of sound and communicate. It's just simple, but when they do, it's meaningful. If you can understand all that, put that in place for your awareness today as the unexpected. It might not crop up for you, but it might too. So be aware of what the words are that's being used, how they can be influential for you, or how you can use your influence in the way you're speaking with others. Okay? And it's definitely in a non-manipulative way. Because what we're doing, your role is to do everything in love, in that space of that caring, loving energy that is from the depths of our soul, and being you, who you are, that essence. It's an authentic space and place to be, to actually have yourself being in that role. Don't copy other people, just being you and loving you, love what you do, make love that base. I know sometimes it's not always possible, but it's the experiences that we have that we can change the perspective, change the mindset, and look at what actually is the lesson in love from what is happening around and about you, and what you might be doing that is creating for someone else a happening. So in love. And the ultimate that I find over time and time again with our dogs, the outcome, being ready, being patient, loving. Here's a dog. Dogs are an epitome of loving essence. When you actually have a companion, a dog companion, you'll know. If you've never experienced that, in some ways I feel that you're missing out, but not really. If you don't like dogs, you don't like dogs. But it's still in this, it's that that energy of what does a dog do? They wait patiently, they play with you, they love you unconditionally, and they're ready at a drop of a hat to go for the walk, to play with the ball, to be that wonderful companion. So, and especially once nurtured. Now, as you can see, I do have some spaces. I need to keep moving today. So I do have some spaces for bookings. I'm just pointing to that at the moment with my Apple Pencil, with my pencil, whatever you call it. Check it out. I still haven't got around to tweaking it again yet with the extra stuff I'll be doing. It'll happen in its right time. As you're moving through your day, feel that loving essence of you within, and gently nurture that and let it flower and blossom and be the tree out into the public arena, showing what is possible. And it doesn't have to be that others need to copy you. It's just you being you, and be the best person that you can be. So thank you for being here and watching live, those who are, and thank you for watching the replay. Do share around that I do this every morning. The volunteer mornings are a little earlier. So Monday and Thursday are going to be 7:30, and most other mornings will be the 8. Okay, I did do a bit later on Sunday, yesterday, but I'm switching it back to 8. It's what I'm used to. I know it's what you're used to. So join with me tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, and we'll see what the cards have for us then. Keep being the best you, and namaste.